last week, the Niners gave contract extensions to Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, who are doing a great job this year through 3 games. But it was only a couple months ago when it seemed like everyone was mad at these guys for how they handled the Bosa thing or how they handled the Trey Lance thing or whatever. They still haven't won a Super Bowl. I think that this is their 3rd extension each. And it happened before week 4, still in September. What do you think?
I don't like it. Again, the tone of our show today is very positive. I'm sorry that we're going to end not on a negative level, but with a critical tone.
Mm-hmm.
Iggy, both of them before these extensions still had more years to go in their contracts, didn't they?
Kyle was through 2025 and Lynch was through next year, 2024. Yes.
Yeah. So it's not like it was urgent. Okay. Um, I've dealt with Jed York a lot. We're not personal with each other, but I've been obviously observing him ever since he became the face of the team. I don't know if he runs a team, but became the face of the team. He does things on emotion. He does things prematurely. He doesn't have an internal governor who says, Jed, what's the hurry?
Yeah.
My dad always used to say, Lowly, what's the hurry? What do you lose by waiting? So let's say he waited. Was John Lynch going to leave? Was Kyle going to leave?
Mid-season?
Were they going
Mid-season? Yeah.
after 3 games?
Yeah.
I don't see what he gained. What he risked is the season could go south. And
Right.
I mean, I don't think it's going to go south. I don't want it to go south. But if you're a prudent businessman, this is a business. You want more data. You're not in a hurry. And I would point out, this is the same Jed York who hired Mike Singletary, a very nice man, but really not a good head coach, after the last game of a season. We were where it was the last game at home. Iggy, I don't remember years. I don't remember who they played. I'm sitting in the front row at the Candlestick it was. And all of a sudden, Singletary comes in a suit and tie. He was the coach 10 minutes ago, and Jed's grinning. He says, "Here's our new head
27.
coach."
Yeah.
And I wrote a column. What's the hurry?
Yeah.
Singletary wasn't going anywhere. There were other coaches who would be fired or assistants who would come available, and he made a wrong decision. He was in a hurry with Tom Sula, who as a head coach was a complete schlemiel, and Chip Kelly, who may be good in college or may not. I know, but
did anyone else watch UCLA this weekend? Holy crap! Go ahead.
But at the Niners, he was a disgrace. And I thought, well, maybe Jed learned. Take your time, look around, talk to people.
Don't make an emotional decision.
And he did it again. And I don't think there was anything to gain from it. And there are possible losses. Now, it could be these are the 2 greatest guys who ever lived, Lynch and Shanahan, and it's perfectly okay. My dad would have said, wait till late in the season or when the season ends. And give them something to strive for.
Thank you. Because it was bringing out the best in both of them. Was it not?
Right.
Their pursuit of the next extension was good for the team. And now you ended it. Have a little sense of human dynamics.
Yeah. So I know and I want to be clear. I know Jed meant well. I do. I know he meant well. He didn't mean bad. He meant well. He wanted to reward. He wants to be a good guy. But there are other considerations, and I think he needed to be more discerning and more prudent.
I would completely agree. It felt like, he just made an emotional decision after 3 games. I mean, we both said when they traded Trey Lance for a 4th, and when Kyle came out and talked about it very contrite, and John Lynch came out and talked about it a little defensive, we both felt like, did Jed read these guys the riot act? Like, did Jed bring them in and have a private meeting and say, look, you're on notice? It felt like it. And then you win 3 games and you're off notice? 3 games?
Yeah.
I think they have more to prove. Also, there's a philosophical divide in sports. Are you paying someone an extension for what they're gonna do or what they've done? And I obviously it's you're looking ahead, but these got to be the highest paid GM and coach to never win a Super Bowl. Like
That's right.
they're getting paid because they think they're going to win a Super Bowl one day, maybe.
Yeah, they've been rewarded for not winning.
Yeah, and so we've been saying for years on this show, are the Niners really doing whatever it takes? Is their ultimate goal to win the Super Bowl, or is their ultimate goal to be in the mix? And when you extend these guys after 3 games, it feels like you're saying we're back in the mix. We're back in the mix where we want to
Yeah.
be. Like, you could have waited and seen if they won the Super Bowl, but like maybe they saved $3 million by doing it now instead of doing it then.
Yeah. Anyway, there may be counter arguments, and you can leave it in the comments, and I would love to see them. But in terms of this particular issue, I feel very strong about it. And again, you said, do we pay you for what you may accomplish? The way Bill and Al Davis did it, they paid for not what you did for me in the past, right? That's over with. They paid for how good you are now, good you are now. And we don't really know yet how good they are now because they've never won a Super Bowl.
No, they
And
never have.
listen, you may think they're going to win a Super Bowl, and I think they have a great chance, but there's 14 more games to go. A lot of things are going to happen. And would you bet the mortgage that they're going to win a Super Bowl? Would you bet your life that they're going to win a Super Bowl? I have no idea what's going to happen. And nor does Jed. So I thought I would have to use the word foolhardy.
Someone in the comments was saying, just typed full caps, Schlemiel.
Schlemiel. I don't know if he's a Schlemiel.
Keith Murphy, the unbeaten.
So long. Yep.
No Super Bowl, but 4 NFC championships and a Super Bowl appearance the past 5 years isn't enough evidence.
No, absolutely not.
Well, it depends what your goal is. Sean, 951 Niners, says Lowell, Jed extended them once he got confirmation Purdy was the guy after injury. Took him 3 games. Lance trade could have sunk them if Purdy was no good. Extend now as it's cheaper than if they win number 6.
I totally disagree, but thank you for your comment.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's it. 104. That's the end of the show. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Dad, I love you so much.
I love you, Iggy. We'll talk. You'll call me in a few minutes?
I'll call you in a few minutes. Take care, everyone. You'll see me when you see me.